Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get the ground beef started, the ground turkey. We're going to add some of the total seasoning, some adobo, and we added a few more ingredients. This is going to be to your preference, whatever seasons that you want to put in there. So I'm going to add a little bit of paprika just to taste and to give it some color. I'm going to add some chopped onions. This is just for flavoring, so whatever seasoning you want to add to it. We're going to add a little bit of garlic powder. And we're also going to add a little bit of onion powder. And we're just going to brown the meat. Mix all of that so it will get the flavor into the meat. We are going to mix all of that, and we're going to go ahead and brown the meat until it's completely cooked. Then we're going to move into the water. It's already boiling, so we're going to go ahead and add the noodles into the water, and that is going to boil for about 7 minutes. So go ahead and make sure that all the noodles are covered with the water, and just let it boil without the lid on for 7 minutes. So that is ready in the process, and so is this. So we are going to be back in a few minutes. Okay, so the pasta is ready. We're going to go ahead and drain it. And when we get done draining it, we're just going to go ahead and put some cold water in it. And we'll be back. Okay, so we are going to drain the liquids from the meat, from the ground turkey, the ground beef, whatever you're using. And that's that. So let's go ahead and move into the stove again. And we are going to add a few of the ingredients. Okay, so I'm going to start by adding the Sazon Goya. Okay, then we're going to add 3/4 of the sauce. Not the whole jar, because we're going to leave a little bit for the top. A little bit more. Okay, and then we're going to add half of the 2 cups. So half of it. Okay, we're going to mix. So I am going to go ahead and do that, and I will be back. Okay, we're back. So this is the consistency that you want on the meat. See that the cheese and the sauce and the meat are combined. So you want it thick, but you don't want it dry. So we went ahead and added 1 can of tomato sauce. Okay? Or you can buy 2 jars of the spaghetti sauce of your like and add 1.5 jars into the meat and leave the other half. Okay, it's going to be for whatever the consistency that you like. That is not dry, it's thick, but it's not runny either. So it's going to be to your like. Okay, so the meat is ready. What we are going to do is we are going to move into putting the pasta into the container. I am using this pot because I don't have a 9x13, but the ideal thing would be to use a 9x13 pan. You are going to put a layer of the pasta, then a layer of the meat on top, and then a layer of the cheese. And you continue to do that until you run out of the ingredients, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to get it started here in a minute, and I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to start ensembling the pan. So we're going to do a layer of the pasta. With clean hands, of course. Layer of the pasta, and then a layer of the meat. Okay. Kind of like cover it so you have a few layers of the pasta and the meat. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to do a layer of the cheese. There we go. Then we go back to the pasta. 1 layer. Another layer of the pasta. Okay, another layer of the meat. There we go. And then another layer of the cheese. And you continue to do this until you are completely done with all the ingredients. And the top part is going to be the sauce, the remaining sauce, and then the cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on pause, and we'll be back to show you how the end result. Okay, so this is it. This is the last layer. We're gonna go ahead and add the last, or what the remaining, what we have left, from the sauce, just to cover the top. Then we're gonna go ahead and add the remaining of the cheese to be on top of that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and preheat the oven 350. We're gonna put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. It's just to let everything just combine, like the meat and the sauce and the pasta and the cheese melts, so we can go ahead and plate it out. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven, and we'll be right back.